Currently, 6 persons in Ghana have tested positive for COVID-19. The contagious disease has killed over 7,000 people out of nearly 180,000 cases globally. 3 of Ghana's newest cases were recorded in Accra, while 1 other was recorded in Obuasi in the Ashanti region. As part of measures to halt a possible spread of the coronavirus in the country, the government has introduced new travel measures and has also placed a ban for the next 4 weeks on all public gatherings, including conferences, workshops, funerals, teaching and learning in schools, festivals, political rallies, religious activities, and other related events. But for stakeholders like the Ghana Chamber of Technology, a shift to digital and e-commerce platforms like payment apps and mobile financial solutions in accessing general services as well as funds is critical to support government's call for social distancing to prevent a possible spread of the coronavirus through physical cash transactions. But others have pointed to high transaction charges for services such as mobile money as a barrier to getting more people to go cashless. Speaking to Citi Business News, the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications, Kenneth Ashigbe, said telcos are considering a reduction in their charges to facilitate the process.
And not only is the fact that we come into contact with money that could be contaminated, it's also what the president has spoken about, the fact that we are in this emergency and we need to reduce the social contact. So instead of people walking to places to go and make payments, you rather would want them to use digital financial services. So it's in the light of this that as a chamber we've been engaging our members and we've been having discussions about what are the things that we can do to ensure that, we encourage this change in behavior. It's not just enough just telling people that do this, do that, use a lot more mobile money, but we need to also do other things so that there can be the pull factors and then there can be the push factors. So some of the things we're looking at is the possibility of some discounting, in terms of the cost of transactions. So we are still discussing, when it comes to the issues of price, the chamber does not set it. We might agree the principles and our members will then go out and then go and implement it. We also would be reaching out very soon to GIPS, who we did the mobile interoperability with, so that we can even look into the possibility of reducing some of the costs involved in interoperability once you're sending money across networks into the other banks.
Mr. Ashigbe also says they will soon discuss a possible review of the amount of money subscribers can transfer from their wallet with the Bank of Ghana to ensure people are able to access and transfer more funds in these trying times.
We also need to speak to our friends in the banking sector to see how do we work with them, so that currently if you go into other places, you have bank POSs that are there. Some of them you're able to use mobile money on, some you're not able to use mobile money. Maybe it's time that working with the Bank of Ghana, we can make it, make sure that all these POSs can also accept mobile money, so that people can do these transactions without getting directly in contact with their cash. But it would require all of us within the space to work seamlessly. So if I have money on my in my bank account, I should be able to move it onto mobile money to be able to make transactions. I should be able to do back and forth. So within this crisis time that we find ourselves, there would have to be some flexibility that would have to be introduced to be able to deal with the crisis that we find ourselves in.